All right, so we're doing this at the beginning of practice, and a few more players showed up, and so let's take a look at them. Here comes the ball to Dominic, so we missed the beginning. Comes the ball, Dom, and you're stepping 1, 2. That's fine. But in Dristro, we are working on the hops a little faster. Let's check this shot. So one thing I want you to think about, Dominic, and this is something I would really like you to work on. I'm going to show you. It's going to be hard to see straight on. It's hard to see here. Your shot, I want you to think about shooting with this hand a little bit wrong thing, a little bit higher up your elbow. So your shot is coming very flat, and we want you to have more arch on your ball, and that will also help you get a shot off without getting it blocked. When your shot comes off flat, a defender can come in here right here and hit it. And if you kind of watch your elbow, you'll see that it stays pretty low. It's definitely below your chin here. So just something to think about and something to work on. And now I'm kind of cueing on some of these things in slow motion with you guys. I'll be able to help you a little more. Something to think about. Okay, this is good. I'll get to a little bit later in the drill, and Tuama's getting better at this. Look at this, Tuama. Here it comes in the air to you, and as you land, you're kind of in a shooting position. So here's the little detail. Now that you've got that, try and work on catching it with that hand behind the ball in a shooting position. Because really, I know you're kind of faking a shot here, but could you shoot it if I would have said right here, shot, you wouldn't have been able to shoot that ball right there, right? Because look at you, a hand on this side and a hand on that side, instead of this hand behind the ball and your wrist cocked. If I would have said right here, shot, you wouldn't be able to get that off, right? Because you were thinking pass before shot, and I want you guys to start thinking shot. Okay. Yeah. Let's try and get that elbow in, Gannon, and get that hand out from knocking into that other hand. And we got to work on this a little bit more for you. This will be a simple fix for you. That step. We're doing a 1-2. It's no problem, right? That's faster than waiting. But we're working on the hop, and so we want you to master that hop.
Hop to it.
Much better. Even that's getting a little quicker. You're still stepping. And again, this step 1-2 is not a bad thing. We're just kind of moving to a little more advanced skill where it's a hop. Hey, Josh. Now Josh is stepping to it. We want to work on that hop, Josh. And look, if I would have said shot right here, can you shoot it, Josh? Look where your hand is, right? So what's happening is you guys are already predetermining in your mind that you're going to pass the ball. That's why I started telling you, I was going to say shot when it comes to you. Work. So even when this is back to the game-like situation, even when you're doing these drills, just drill them to perfection. Because every time you drill it to perfection and drill it the right way, you're training your muscle firing patterns to happen in that sequence in that way. And it gets better for you. And then it becomes second nature. You don't have to think about it at all. But if you keep catching the ball like that, and you caught it with your hand behind the ball like you want to shoot it, right? If you keep catching with your hands on the outside, you're just doing yourself a disservice. Okay, here it comes. Tuama's in the air. It could be there a little bit faster, but I understand you guys are still close together here. This is a significant improvement from the last times, Tuama. And get up there, okay.
Josh, get right back to that hop. Practice getting in that hop.
Okay, Xavier just came in, so he's just learning this. Not too bad, Xavier. Here it comes. Remember, what we want you to focus in on is maybe, I know you're just starting this drill, right? It was like your first movement when you came to practice. Get those feet a little bit wider. Get yourself in an athletic stance, shoulder width apart. When you catch the ball, your hand's behind the ball, cocked, and this hand is on the side of the ball so you can shoot it. right? Because I know you're thinking, I'm just going to pass it. All right?
Take your time and get in the hop. Don't rush that hop.
Here comes Josh. And see, it's still that step. I want you to be comfortable. You're in the air now, and when you come down, you're already there. It's just it's like a quarter of a second. But look at that. For you guys, we were talking about your thumb and your stroke. Josh has a sweet stroke here. Really nice. His elbow's high. Gets a nice high finish. Very good, Josh.
Just get into it quickly.
Okay, Timmy. Here it comes. Yeah, you're trying to get there. And this is now, Timmy's just arriving to practice, so he's doing his best to get it there. Xavier's got this down already. Just like that, Xavier. The only thing I'm going to have you work on here is when you make this, well, there's two things. When you make this hop, try to make the hop in a broken down stance. So that your body, see how we can see it here a little more clearly. See how you're standing kind of straight up there? Check those angles. Let's just rewind a little bit to Timmy. See how he's broken down here? So Timmy here could really fire off a shot. If he had to accelerate up and get up over a defender, he could. If we fast forward to here, see how when you catch this ball, you're more vertical, you're more standing straight up, and it's going to be hard for you to get a long shot off there, right? So the thing we want you to do is catch that ball with your hand behind it. Pretty good. You're already ready to shoot there. So, and if you're broken down, here, then the ball doesn't appear to be coming below your waist. If you break down, let's reverse back to Timmy so you can see a comparison. If you break down there, see when Timmy's broken down here, the ball's in his chest, and his hand's going to get behind it, and he's ready to shoot, even though he's passing it right away. Think if he was going to shoot and he was facing that direction. See, his hand's already behind the ball, and the ball's already at his chest, and it starts with how he catches the ball. He lowers his butt, and I tell you guys, hey, lower your butt. This is what I'm talking about. Get in a seating stance, in an athletic stance, then you're better off. And so right here, if you're down lower and the ball stays where it is, then you're not bringing it down below your waist. See that? But in this situation, the ball comes below your waist here. And that's, someone like Timmy or Gannon or Josh, or me, that's like dinner. I'm taking that, right? It's right in front of me. Should be dinner for you guards. Always improving, looking better each time you get it.
As you catch it. There you go.
All right. So Timmy's just learning this. And I was kind of giving him a hard time about jumping up in the air. So what I'll say, Timmy, is notice, and there's really nothing wrong here. I'm just giving you a pointer. Notice your feet. Oh, dang, that's not what I want to do. I want to be a zero angle. You're coming up high. All I really want you to do, Timmy, is just, when I say hop, it doesn't mean like get vertical. It just means like a step, but a slide. You're sliding. It's a hop, but you're hopping into the shot. Maybe taking a step forward. That's good. You don't have to jump so high. You can just get right into it. And look at Timmy. He's already passing it, but just think about, he's down low. He's ready to shoot it, but he's kind of cheating here because he knows he's going to pass it. If I said, check us out, Timmy. If I said shot right here and you did that, would you shoot it? Would you be able to shoot it from there? No, you're thinking pass first. I want you guys to start thinking shot first. Shot first. But that's a good, everything, how Timmy catches it here with his hand behind the ball, broke it down, his feet are in a good athletic stance. It's all good, Timmy. And this little thing that I'm saying, Timmy, is just a minor detail. And honestly, it's probably just because you're learning it more than anything else. Now, as opposed to Xavier's already got this. Look what happened. The ball's coming. He's already in the air. We just want to work on how you catch that ball, Xavier. See with the hands behind it. And now feels like it's coming low. Feels like the ball's low. But if you would have caught this and came and dropped your butt into an athletic stance immediately, you'd been okay. And you've got to watch those feet. They're really close together. So it's hard to maintain balance there with that. All right. A little bit of a flat shot too, kind of like Dominic. Your release is low. So we got some drills to work on that after we get out of this tournament.
You don't have to jump. You don't have to raise your feet. Just jumping, getting into the spot. There you go.
Perfect, Timmy. It's a little direction, and Timmy has it. Let's just see what's right here. So he's watching, and look at his hands. They're already ready. His hand's going to be behind the ball. This hand is going to be behind the ball. So when it comes, all he's going to do is just rotate over. He's going to be broken down as the ball comes in. He's going to break down and be in an athletic stance, ready to get a shot off. Everything about that is fast. He's in the air. The timing here is really good. Notice this, guys. The ball hits his hand. He's a split, not even just a tenth of a second later. His feet hit, and now the shot is coming. We could probably speed that up a little bit from right here to, let's see. You catch it. Square up. Let's just check this time for you, Timmy. We can be so detailed here. So it's like 0.2 of a second, 0.1 of a second, kind of just watching it there. I know you like to stare at that rim before you get it off. So here, find the rim. This is what I used to work on all the time, Timmy. I'm going to catch it, find the rim, focus, and the shot's going now. It's that little 0.2 of a second, right? That's probably not going to hurt you now. But if you start to develop that skill now, you'll be that much faster getting the shot off without anyone putting a hand up, right? Remember, we say always, we're trying to get a hand up on a shooter because if we get a hand up, the chance of him making it, it's like 85% chance he's going to miss it if we have a hand up in their face. So if you can get a shot off before someone's hand's up in their face because you're fast enough on your catch and footwork, then your chance of making that basket goes up significantly.
Go. A little better.
Good.
Here we go. There. Good.
Jackson's hopping, but he's thinking pass first, right? So this is the thing at practice. Remember, you're threatening shot first. If I said right here, shot, you going to be able to shoot it? Look how you caught it.
Good. Better.
Okay. Check those feet. Look how close they are together, Brody. Okay, this is what I want you to work on, Alex, is that hand when you catch it. Get it behind the ball instead of on the side of the ball. So let's see what happens here. Here it comes. And now you're having to play around and adjust this shot. Actually, this wasn't a really great shot for you. Look at you shot it. You shot this ball with your hand way over here on the side. And I bet you flicked your wrist. Yeah, see how you're flicking that wrist to try and get the ball back in alignment? Instead of coming straight down. Opposite of, I think it was Jackson, whose wrist is going the other way. Yours is coming out this way. Instead of, I wonder if we can pick that up on, no, it's not. Hand go. See, you correct it on the follow through. See how it's right there? That's your true follow through right there. Boom. That's out, and that's because your hand's on the side of the ball. And then you correct it because everyone knows your hands should look like wet like that. See that difference, guys? And if we don't slow this down and watch your mechanics, we'll never see that. It always looks like, oh, I don't know what's going on. His looks good. You correct it there because everyone knows that's how your hand should look when you follow through. But look at your true follow through. Look how far over it is. It's almost going the opposite direction. One's coming this way, and that's coming out. Let's check the angle, right? So here's one angle, and here's the other angle. So you can see the opposition. Really how you want that is this angle coming here and that angle coming straight down, right on top of it. Can I do it here? I don't know if I can do it that way. You know what I'm talking about, I think. Okay.
Brody, I want you to catch this with your shoulder width apart. Now, don't have your feet together here.
Hard to do because it's a bad habit. Check it out. Look at those feet. A little better, Brody. A little better. Let's see how your hands work. Here it comes. Hands behind the ball. Good. Now remember what we said. Little detail. Just work on caulking that hand behind there. And let's check how you caught it. So we want you in the air, and as you land, we want both feet together, landing together here. It's just a little second. It's like that 0.2 of a second to get there. And I'm just talking like perfection here, guys.
Okay, that was good. Good.
Okay, so Gannon, here you're catching it right, but when you're shooting it, you're stepping, right? And the same thing that I've been telling everybody else, catch it with that hand behind the ball. So if I were to say right here, shot, you're going to be able to shoot it? Look at your hands, where your hands are at. Not going to be able to shoot it, right? So threaten that. So as you get it here, you can threaten the shot by just looking up there and having that hand in a shooting position. That's the best way to threaten a shot is actually like you're going to shoot it. Be ready. And this is a step on Dom, so we want you to work on this hop, Dominic. 1, 2. This step is fine, right? That's how we teach you in the beginning. 1, 2, step into the ball, inside foot, outside foot. And yeah, see how low this, let's just check that angle. Really shallow angle on your elbow as it comes low. We're going to improve that. We're going to help you improve that when we get past this tournament. I've got a bunch of drills for that shooting. Okay. Good job of keeping that guide hand out. You've got really good form here. A lot of really good looking stuff coming out of here. We're just going to correct that elbow. And your shot will be really consistent. A lot of you guys have about 90 to 80% of the dynamics of shooting down great. And the thing that's messing up your consistency is just these little details. See this what happened here. You caught it, then hopped. And it's just a passing. It's just being ready. Okay, so here we go to Gannon. So you caught it right on the pass, but here, it's a little better. I want you to catch it already there. Man, that elbow is like really dramatic. You can really see how it's almost parallel to the ball. And that is really messing up your shot. I think that's putting counter pressure out there. It has to be, because it just has to be. There's just so much force coming this direction in. Oh, okay. That looked good. Better.
Good, T.
Better.
You got it, T. You're getting it.
Let's go back. Let's see. T's improving. I seem to think it was great there. Let's see how great it is. Yeah. See, look at that. Here comes the ball. And he lands, and then a shot comes off. Man, that looks great, T. It does look good.
T. You got it, T. You're getting it. You're getting it. Mastering it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good. Getting it, too. Looking good. Good. Very good. You guys are making great adjustments here. Great adjustments. All right.
I'm giving Timmy a hard time there because of that hop. So this is it, Timmy. You don't have to jump up in the air, right? You had it down. I know you're... And you know what, guys? This is a good example, actually. Sometimes when you're learning a new skill, it's good to over-exaggerate it, just like Timmy does here. Sometimes it's good to do that so your body kind of goes, okay, that's how it's supposed to feel. Over-exaggerate it, and then you start refining it. By the time we were done here, Timmy was shooting this thing lights out, good form. I want to check this offhand here, Timmy. I notice that this hand oftentimes comes over the top on your shot. I'm just curious about. Yeah, it's just a rhythm thing for you. Everything else looks really good. It's just rhythm. It's just your rhythm. Yeah. Nothing big there. All right. Good job, guys. I saw a ton of improvement there.